Koh Tao is one of the most beautiful islands in Thailand, and most people actually have never heard of Koh Tao, but I was incredibly determined to go there for the very first time, all by myself, and I'm taking you along with me. Hey there, if you're new here, my name is Kimberly. I travel and eat around the world and take you along with me. This is me kind of just traveling to Koh Tao on my own. I wanted to first stop by this lounge and just really check it out while I was waiting. I actually almost missed my flight, and that was kind of scary because I was like, I really want to get to Koh Tao. Not sure how I'm going to get there because it kind of takes a lot of steps, to be honest. And while I was enjoying my time at the lounge, I did not realize that it's best to show up to your gate at least 30 minutes to an hour early in case they start boarding early. And that's just a tip if you end up going there. That was my plane. And so the reason being is because they actually transport you to your plane. This is me coming from landing and heading to the Koh Samui airport main area. It was so beautiful, so gorgeous. I enjoyed every moment of it. And this is where I actually honestly start to get the feels of I'm so excited. I was already excited to begin with, but now I'm super excited because I don't know, there's something about Thailand's islands that just make you really excited. And if you end up arriving at Koh Samui and you are going to Koh Tao, you just want to stop by that area to get your car. You just have to pay, and they transport you to the ferry area. And you're kind of just stuck with a bunch of other random people who are also going there. And it was probably about a 30 to 45 minute drive, I would say. I essentially was so concerned about getting to Koh Tao that I pre-booked my ferry and my flight in advance, obviously. So I get to the ferry area, that's the ferry terminal, and you really, when you buy your ticket online, which is what I did, I bought it at 12go.com, you still have to check in. So this was me checking in and trying to make sure I had everything. You don't need your ID, you just need the proof that you have the ticket purchased. Now let me tell you, it was kind of hectic and crazy to get to Koh Tao because there were just so many people who were coming onto the ferry. There's probably hundreds of people, but the moment I started walking on this plank board thing, I was just feeling myself. I was I'm so excited for this trip. Now the thing is, when you go on this ferry, you're essentially kind of you're on the ride for a few hours depending upon the ferry that you hop on. And the reason why it's a few hours is because you stop at multiple islands. So my specific ferry, it stopped by Koh Phangan and then it stopped by Koh Tao. So there's essentially two stops. But depending if you're going straight to Koh Phangan, then that's your first stop. So all in all, the views were gorgeous. I was just really, really enjoying everything. I was just starting to get even more excited. As you can see, there's people sitting down because it's just so crowded. So if I were you, I highly recommend that if you are going to Koh Tao or Koh Phangan or any of the islands, to travel as lightly as possible because it can get a lot. So this ferry ride was pretty much just a great way to kill time or take videos, but I actually was super excited because I was also meeting with a few friends who ended up picking me up. Now, in terms of transportation, there is no Grab app here. So you either call a car, call a motorbike by seeing someone on the street, or you rent out your own motorbike. Because the friends I was meeting up with picked me up, it was totally fine. But, that's just something to recommend. And I kind of have a small clip it later. All right, so just a heads up, I got to my hotel and the room is a little basic, and honestly I thought it was perfectly fine for my stay. I normally am a little OCD when it comes to places that I stay in, but it had pretty much all the basics that you need, your bathroom, your shower, a bed. It was totally fine. I would just say that if you're looking for something modern, you just need to be aware that where I'm staying, it might not be the best place for you. But let's be real, okay? If you're gonna be on the beach, it's totally worth it because, your view is going to be this. I'm the view. Let's just let's just be real here. Like, look how gorgeous I look. I mean, I'm just teasing at this point, right? Like, I was just feeling myself in this red dress, but to be completely honest, I think part of the reason why I was like feeling myself in this red dress was because I had an amazing view of the beach, as you can see here. This view is what blew me away. Waking up to this every single morning and going to bed, seeing this was just so gorgeous, and I honestly was just so thankful that I got to stay at this place. It was just such a good time for me. Now, going back to the whole scooter thing, I highly recommend that you rent a scooter if you possibly can, because it was pretty difficult to get around. I will just give you a heads up, like the process is pretty simple. If you don't want to put down your passport, you have to put down 3,000 baht at this place. Also, just a heads up, I fell off my motorbike, which was kind of traumatizing. So like, make sure you get some practice in, or at least tell them that you need practice, because it's like kind of insane. This is just me talking about like the process, which is just like, you know, putting a deposit down of 3,000 baht and putting your information down.
I got a black bike because the girl who wanted the white one called me a bitch, and I was like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, so yeah, let's just go with it.
This?
Yeah.
You turn around. Just turn around.
Okay, so
Okay.
push,
Yeah.
and then screen, and then turn.
Yeah. Is it turn on?
Yeah.
Is it off?
Okay.
Is it C?
Back at you properly at the right angle, and then it's going to stay at that angle even though you're vibrating. It's better than a GoPro. Like,
This is
is that
my
look of
No,
your
like,
mind,
this is my mask. It's not called goggles. I've made that mistake. What? And this is my snorkel. I got my own because I'm a slight germaphobe, and so like, why are you laughing? I got my own because like you have to like bite into it, right? And so now it's only me biting, and I don't know what this part is, but I think this helps me breathe.
It closes whenever water.
Oh, it closes whenever water.
Whenever you go under the
Whenever
water.
I go underwater.
So like that, when you come back up, there's not a whole bunch of water inside it.
So that way there's not a whole bunch of water inside it.
And you don't need to blow as much.
And I don't need to blow out.
I've got the video of you and him as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's fun.
It is fun.
And this is my new bathing suit. I literally just got it like 30 minutes ago, and I think I look super cute.
Lady in red.
Yes, I look really good in red, I think. How you know masks is like meant for you? So we had to do this in the shop. You basically like hold it like this, and then you go. And then if there's like a space between your lip, that's how you know it's not good for you.
Well, there was a space
No,
there.
there wasn't.
No, there wasn't.
That wasn't?
No. But anyways, yeah, this is what I got.
So I've gone snorkeling before, like once in Japan a few years ago, but this is my first time really going snorkeling on my own, and it was so much fun. Like, honestly, I just loved being in the water. I would just say, like, you know, make sure you're not snorkeling by yourself. Maybe go with a few people, or if you're gonna go snorkeling by yourself, just like make sure you're close to the edge of the water, or like the shallow end, just so that way you don't get lost or something happens to you. But yeah, my friends kind of took this took my camera and filmed underwater. They were just like they were able to like swim through the fishes, which I thought was cool. The thing I love about Koh Tao are the beautiful views. Like, this is just one of the very many views that I was able to see. So honestly, it's so great. And the nightlife can be really, really fun if you know where you're going. Saturi Beach is so fun. Like, you basically have like so many bars, beautiful lights, and I guess it depends on what kind of nightlife you're looking for. I thought this was totally fine for me. I just can totally see myself, like, if I were to do this every single day, it might be a little bit boring. But there's tons of stands to get like food and stuff. I ended up getting a watermelon shake, which was so good and so tasty, honestly.
Enjoying wandering around like this, you know?
Yeah, me too. So good. Because it's also really fucking hot.
Size?
Well, I just completely signed up for this freediving course with a friend, and today's my first day. It's literally 6:52. Course starts at 8:30. I got a motorbike and I'm going to head there I'm probably gonna leave here around like 8 or so that way I can just get there early. And I'm a pretty slow driver, so I want to make sure I get there on time. But basically, I have no idea what to expect for this freediving course. Like, I just have no idea. Like, I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. It was 7,000 baht for a 2-day course. Basically, the course is from 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. for 2 days. And I guess I'm just gonna learn everything that I can learn within 2 days. Apparently you could fail and pass. I hope I pass, but I feel like I'm gonna fail just because like I used to swim competitively, but I wasn't a very good swimmer. I only was good at breaststroke. And I don't know, I just feel like it's gonna be a little like crazy for me to like hold my breath underwater for long periods of time and also try to equalize. So I did take one scuba diving experience when I was in Japan a couple years ago, and that was really, really fun. That was like when I discovered like, oh, I really love scuba diving and I really enjoy doing it. This is not scuba diving, this is just free diving. So you're basically, what free diving is you not going with all the gear of like the oxygen tank and everything. It's just basically you, your mask, and your lungs. So it's more of like you are in control of your own oxygen versus having like an oxygen tank that helps you. So that is what I know of what it is to free dive. And I've been free diving a little bit here, like in the shallow waters, just because these friends that I made, they do that too, and so I just go with them. But like, this is gonna be like my first official like legit scuba diving or free diving experience. I have no idea what to expect.
Ganja, like the original saipan from the different
But
kampong.
be careful, nah. Be
Sorry.
careful. Have to be careful. Okay. When you wanna go?
Welcome everyone. Again, my name is Christopher Hunt. So this is day 1 of our freediver.
They like to travel.
So it was really hard for me to film myself. So there was actually someone else who filmed me a couple times, which I was really grateful for. And in general, I would say free diving is actually kind of hard, but I'm so glad I did it and I want to do it again. Unfortunately, I did not pass. You have to go down 20 meters and be able to go head first and feet first. I was unable to go head first for some reason. It was just struggling with like equalizing. But this is the first time I went down, had difficulties, but there was a day where I was able to go down successfully. I think the furthest I went down was like, I think it was like 14 meters. This clip right here was like me touching down for the very first time, and I was so freaking happy that as soon as I got up for air, you can't hear it in this video, I don't think, but I literally started screaming because I was so freaking happy and overjoyed. It was just such an amazing experience for me. All in all to say, I would say if you have the chance to go to Koh Tao, please do. It is such a beautiful, beautiful place. This was my very, very last morning, and I just wanted to catch the sunrise. And I don't know, ever since coming to this island, I've discovered that I am, you know, an island girly, and I hope to come back, whether it's to Koh Tao or a different island, and really just kind of like live the island life. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.